It was by my sister, actually. Her name's Luna.
Yeah, I grew up in LA since I was a little child.
They had like a show where Asians influenced Latinos and Latinos influenced Asians.
The artists that I mentioned for an exchange are a very, very diverse group from all sectors and all districts of LA. You have Asylm, who is, I guess he is more, represents the East LA. His studio's in East LA, so let's just say that he can represent East LA. He works out of there. He is developing into a very impactful gallerist or gallery artist, yet he still maintains his presence in the street. That is very important, I think. He's influencing a lot of people, and not only that, he is growing as an artist. He's traveled, he's shown in Europe and I believe Asia, all over the United States, all over Los Angeles.
Because it's like, they're small, like these birds are small. So like every time I paint with writers, they're all fucking tall and big, and they're like getting spots, and I'm not that tall. So it's like my animal spirit, I would say. So this is heavily influenced. My work is influenced by some Japanese watercolor. I don't know. Like, this is when I stopped doing canvases, because I had a canvas and then it fell on something and it was poking, and it tore. It tore something. It tore the canvas. I tore it and pasted it on wood, and I started doing all my pieces on wood, because it was more natural too. And then, so like these are new pieces I'm gonna start working on, but see they're like really small. Yeah. I haven't finished that one yet. But that was more like it's like graffiti, but it's Latino, with like the Sacred Heart. Yeah, so this is like the Minutemen. Like in the future, the government's gonna develop like robots. Yeah, to control, and this guy pops up from nature, like a superhero. So. That's very nice.
Because my soul is deep, I take full responsibility. Give me everything, it hurts, it's so beautiful. It's that universal, soulful, multicultural, emerging worldwide pride, people. I'm alive in Los Angeles. I'm alive in Los Angeles.
And the other artist is Eyeone, who is one of the younger ones that I think he's around the same or a little older than Asylm, but he is a or should I say publisher from the scene. He publishes his magazines. He started off as a zine. Now he's moved up to 7 books, self-published. He's going on the more professional book now, I think he's really important because he's also becoming a historian of the LA East, pretty much east side of the scene, the East LA scene. So he's definitely a historian.
But I find that hard because I can't really just keep, because I can do like a little cartoon character, I can do a print, I'll do a photo, like, and a lot of times people don't realize in seeing my stuff that I do all those things. Like people who only see the book think, oh, you do a book. People that only see my graffiti think, oh, you do graffiti. But then when I show them, oh, wait, I do all these other things, they're like, oh, wait, that comes from the same person. And I personally can't, I personally see like the connection between all the things I do, but I think maybe in the future I'll be able to translate that more to the outside so people realize, oh wait, there's a thread running from this sticker to this book to this piece on the wall to this print. You know what I mean?
We are going to the house of Mir, the house that Mir built, and his studio, and we're going to talk to him about many things. He is an incredible powerhouse, and he was representing Hollywood, but now he's stationed in the east side, border of Echo Park, Silver Lake. He is a almost like a granddad now, because there's so many that came under him of crossing the gallery and street, and not only that, working the canvas like he works his walls. With your paintings depicting a lot of political visuals, aside from just painting the political landscape, are you involved in politics as outside of painting?
I used to be much more involved in politics. I used to hit every protest I could go to. I used to throw bottles at police officers and make painted signs with Bush with twin tower devil horns coming out of his heads, like that painting over there. And I used to do a lot of that, and I I got frustrated going to the involvement of politics in this country, and pretty much in this world. It seems like there's a lot of confusion, as we move into this new millennium right now. This was all representative of each person pre-programming the next person to fall into the wings of complacency, to fall into time. And he's standing here on his books of knowledge and revealing the truth of reality to these people, trying to wake them up as they become the feathers, the transporter of that time. And that time is a prison, and they're trapped in that time, and he's lost them to that time.
So, there's one more, I believe. What's the other one? Myself. I'm just I have no boundaries in what I perceive to be a graffiti form of art. I think anything you do outside with no permission is allowed, and I support anyone out there that goes out there and tries to do something that they have inside. To me, that is the most important part of this whole graffiti urban art movement. So I'm one of those old school guys from LA that has no school. I think if you can use technology to do something outside, you go ahead and do it. If you use brush, go ahead and do it. Rollers, go ahead and do it. Graphics, through stickers, through posters, through whatever you want, you can do it. I use them all. I think it's, if you do poetry and go out there and do your poetry, go ahead. That's me, and that's why I've been in it for the long time, because I think it's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing to go outside and see an amazing amount of work out there. So, and when I lived in France, I met up with Thomas Raymond and his association for the first, I think it was called the Attitude. I don't know what's it called, still Attitude. I traveled back and done some pieces. I brought Mir out there. I brought Marfsky. So we have this exchange from LA, I think, to Montpellier, because I feel at home at Montpellier. The south of France to me is just like California or LA.
Ride. DJ Day. Westwood, 1995. Me and Mike were getting live over a track, and then everything went black. Next day, he would call me to say that we could sway on our way uptown, find a new spot to put it down. Over the next year, we lived at 510 number 9 Land Fair, made plans there. We enjoyed the waning college fanfare, and some nights we listened to Raekwon into the way dawn. Scene 2, West LA, on Beloit Avenue. Finished school, wasn't quite sure what to do. Phil Martin rolled through and stayed for about 6 months. Seed planned for a new era of art and expansion. The same 2 cats I lived with back then are still friends, trying to get ends and trying to make sense of life in the city. Sometimes it's tricky, sometimes it's cool, but I remember back when we was in school. The style's more refined now, but it's funny when you rewind how you see that early energy. It had a birthplace, the first place may never be found, but I remember how we used to put it down, put it down, put it down, put it down. The ultimate recipe for transcendental therapy lies between the syllables, so we make meaning a miracle. Journalizing the audio, video, visual, visceral serial to bring you massive mind material. Exude life's ethereal octaves and aerial gateways that move from San Jose to Uruguay. Every single day display that baritone breakaway wordplay.
Hello, I'm Eyeone from Los Angeles. I'm glad to be here. I like your city. Soy Eyeone de Los Ángeles. Me da mucho gusto estar aquí en la ciudad de Montpellier, Francia. Et pues sí, muchas gracias por tenernos acá.
Aujourd'hui, c'est l'ouverture un peu du festival avec le vernissage de l'exposition, donc consacré à nos amis californiens Mearone Yemone Asylm et Asylm. Donc ils sont venus tout droit de Los Angeles pour nous présenter un peu leur création, tableaux, collages, projections et en même temps une petite réalisation en direct de la part de Mir.
That one up there is stencil. You know stencil? Stencil. You cut a paper, cut with the scalp.
C'est sur quoi c'est fait, on peut en discuter les techniques en fait. C'est pas comme la peinture, il a des transferts, il a mélangé plein de trucs. Ouais, j'aime la couleur qu'il emploie, j'aime le graphique, j'aime le trait fin, le bois, j'aime le graffiti aussi au niveau des oiseaux avec le pistolet, enfin il y a beaucoup de spiritualité je trouve.
Là, ce qui m'a plu, c'est déjà l'ambiance générale, de pouvoir utiliser une ancienne bâtisse pour faire quelque chose d'aussi moderne, comme vous le voyez là. La salle Bagoué, à l'époque, c'était plus pour... la dernière expo qu'il y avait, c'était du scoutisme. Donc là, on passe du scoutisme à quelque chose de très moderne, de très urbain. En ce qui concerne les artistes, j'ai trouvé Yem dans sa manière d'amener ses toiles, si on peut dire, qu'il était toujours très moderne. Il n'a pas changé depuis 10 ans et j'apprécie beaucoup.
I think it gives a different perspective, a real good understanding of LA. Mir has a more it's elaborate. His paintings are real elaborate, as far as the like painting a wall. He's like one of those guys that he's an incredible artist. Yeah, and brings like an element of like putting posters up on the city. They're graphic, and also like he's a graphic artist, and he brings that element too. And me, I bring the element of nature, you know, like wood, and some of the subject matter is nature. So.
Ça va, Asylum, voilà. Donc le support bois, j'ai trouvé ça très original. Et le côté couleur, le côté délirant, bloquant, où on peut vraiment regarder une petite partie du tableau et bien imaginer plein de choses qui nous passent par la tête et refixer sur une autre partie du tableau. Et c'est comme, je sais pas, un livre, un film, quelque chose comme ça. On peut vraiment rentrer dans le tableau, se faire ses propres idées, son propre film, quoi. Et donc, moi, je trouve que c'est Asylum, c'est ça? Asylum, ça pourrait être une fille, ce qu'il fait, je trouve. C'est vachement... c'est féminin, quoi. C'est sa peinture et tout, ses oiseaux, ses fleurs, tout ça, ça pourrait être une fille. Voilà, j'aime beaucoup. C'est mon préféré.
Et à partir de demain, donc, ils seront sur le mur de Stade Alain Achille, à côté du Stade Philippides, pour commencer leur fresque pendant 3 jours, donc jusqu'à mardi, avec donc les artistes qui faisaient l'exposition.
Popular culture, paparazzi, popular operas, MTV. Longevity is fleeting in the age of icon backlash. Gossip moves so fast that stars are born and die in the blink of an eye. From Baywatch to Blade Runner, Ultra Glamour, Weekends at the Hamptons, Jehovah, Britney Spears, Forward Fashion, Dolce & Gabbana, P. Diddy, Napster, in sync with Michael Jackson, Nelly, Ben Stiller, Mark Wahlberg, Snoop Dogg, pop music, pop music, pop, popular culture, paparazzi, popular operas, MTV. Longevity is fleeting in the age of icon backlash. Gossip moves so fast that images are created and destroyed by a mouse's click. Lightning quick conglomerates send out press releases over the internet. Just ask Billy Clinton. It's a Jerry Springerization of world culture. Spectacle, tabloid television, ultimate fighting championships. Like internet startups that crash, new names appear in a flash. Longevity is fleeting in the age of icon backlash. Whatever happened to Kato Caitlin? It's like the Blair Witch Project, the Cash Money Click, Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst, Chocolate Starfish, J-Lo, Cisco, Incubus, Ricky Martin, DMX, Ludacris. The names keep rollin'. It's superstardom, multimedia, multi-platinum, and in 2 years there'll be a whole new batch of them. Longevity is fleeting in the age of icon backlash. In the pursuit of fame and fortune, for many the glory is more important. Pop, popular culture, paparazzi, popular operas, MTV. Longevity is fleeting in the age of icon backlash. Who's got what it takes to last?
Separate the wall by those 2 cracks, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then we can separate the wall by the buff line and above the buff line. So what are you saying, like those 2 squares, like in the middle there?
Yeah, they work in there because he's going to have something over here and something over here. It's going to be like the window comes in. They're all facing that side. So it opens, it takes you in there.
Well, this is what I was thinking.
All right, let me finish this one because he's got the letters that you can go way up there too as well.
Kind of get some flow going on it too, a little more, where things are a little more flowing on it. Yeah. Not so formulated, like, yeah, you know? Like my characters or whatever I do will have halos, like circles.
He's working them out.
So then, like you said something like your character, like I don't know what you're gonna do in the middle. Yeah. But maybe like if you could do like circles or something, you know. Like, I don't know how that would probably work.
vous assure, les graffeurs de LA, honnêtement, ils sont très très sympas. En plus, c'est du super beau boulot. Et comment ça réchauffe le cœur, comment ça fait plaisir de voir ça en direct. C'est très très fort, hein. Bravo Attitude. Hein. Numéro 1 Attitude. Hein. Sur le hip-hop en France, vous êtes les number one. Yes, yes, yes.
Because my soul is deep, I take full responsibility. Give me everything, it hurts, it's so beautiful. It's that universal, soulful, multicultural, emerging worldwide tribe people. I'm alive in Los Angeles, I'm alive in Los Angeles, I'm alive in Los Angeles. Where there are more angles than isosceles. Citywide topographies undulate across massive landscape. We move from chain link to palatial gates into separate economic states. With rising birth rates below hilltops in the streetscapes. One can barely even equivocate the fluctuations in rent so evident all across from block to block to block. Extravagance and adversity interlock. Palatial spots, crosswalks, burrito shops. Housekeepers are hanging out at bus stops. The country club is all walled off. The city's blown up like a Molotov. And even when I'm in the shower, I'm hearing the horns honk. I'm alive in Los Angeles. I'm alive in Los Angeles.
I'm alive in Los Angeles, feeling the cool bliss wind on my face as it relates to the figure 8 at the Universal Gate. Third world pockets and first world nations, LA's got me gassed up like a station. Spellbound suspense like a transcendental episode from the Twilight Zone with real life overtones. Nothing short of Pulp Fiction. These dictions of the Golden State that we relate caused me to wake up this morning with a clean slate, a full plate. Wait, it's never too late to meditate. Took a leap of faith over the bridge of hope. I can cope with stress, a bloody mess I confess, yielding darkness to darkness. More or less we coalesce, darker thoughts, the brighter days. This is how we survive like a cat with 9 lives.
I'm alive in Los Angeles, and whether I listen to Miles Davis or electronic music, I'm moving through the traffic, loving the inner city dynamics. There is mid-city magic, from happiness to tragic, adversity to extravagance, like seeing Korean grandparents moving slowly while the Catholic school children are crossing fearlessly. I saw a stray dog that looked like Spuds McKenzie by the Belmont Tunnel on 2nd Street, live and direct in the Rampart District. And I am alive in Los Angeles. I'm alive in Los Angeles. I'm alive in Los Angeles, where futuristic, ballistic mystics kick linguistics with diction descriptive. Radioactive paratactics are cracking massive, mixed master tactics, dictating didactics. The groove is grooving galactic, it's bringing you back, kid, like a chiropractic doctor. Verbalistic operas rock you, shock you off the stream of consciousness. When I'm alive in Los Angeles, I'm alive in Los Angeles, I'm alive in